Welcome back to another Explainer, everyone. Today, we're diving into a device that's kind of challenging everything we thought we knew about smartphones. For years, we've basically been told we have to choose, right? Do you want a raw, heavy-hitting performance phone for gaming, or do you want a refined, artistic camera phone for capturing life? Well, today, we're looking at the Realme GT8 Pro. And this is a device that proudly refuses to compromise on either raw power or artistic capability. We're going to break down exactly how this ultimate performance imaging flagship manages to pull off this incredible balancing act.
But hey, before we really get into the weeds here, I gotta ask you something. What exactly happens when you pack over 4 million Antutu benchmark points into a single device? Okay, let's unpack this, because that number, it isn't just a flex, it's a massive statement about the extreme demands of modern smartphone users. I mean, we want desktop-level gaming, professional-grade photography, and endless battery life all in our pockets. 4 million points basically means the ceiling for what a phone can do just got pushed entirely through the roof.
So, here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. Meet the GT8 Pro. 2. Unmatched power and battery. 3. A masterclass in photography. 4. Display, design, and UI. And 5. The F1 Dream Edition.
Let's kick things off with Section 1. Meet the GT8 Pro, the ultimate flagship.
What's really fascinating here is the architecture. We aren't just looking at one processor, it's a dual flagship chip setup. The heavy lifting? That's handled by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, built on TSMC's cutting-edge 3nm process. That gives you a massive 20% boost in CPU performance and 23% in GPU performance. But here's the kicker, it's paired with the HyperVision Plus AI chip. This dual-chip foundation is absolutely the secret sauce. It separates the workload, meaning everything from your seamless daily tasks to intensive, graphics-heavy gaming is handled with ultra efficiency and ultra smoothness.
Moving right along to Section 2, unmatched power and battery, fueling the beast. Okay, the raw performance numbers here are just absolutely staggering. We're talking up to a 4.6 GHz CPU max frequency. But, let's translate that into actual real-world benefits. What does this actually mean for you? Well, it means you get up to 2.4 times smoother gameplay with 144 frames per second AI SuperFrame technology, and up to 4 times sharper visuals with 2K AI Super Resolution. You can literally play a notoriously demanding game like Genshin Impact for 2 straight hours at an almost flawless 59.9 frames per second. And that is all thanks to Realme's GT Boost 3.0 technology, which ensures the phone stays incredibly fast while actually remaining cool in your hands.
7,000. I really want that number to just sink in for a second. We're talking about the 7,000 milliamp hour Titan battery. This is an absolutely massive power cell packed into this device. It gives you 21 hours of YouTube playback or 7 solid hours of intense FPS gaming. And honestly, with its incredible 5-year lifespan, this battery might just outlast your next car or, maybe even your next few relationships.
But listen, a giant battery is literally only as good as its charging speed, right? So let's walk through this insanely fast charging timeline. Using the 120-watt Ultra Charge, you go from 0 to 50% in just 15 minutes. In 43 minutes, you're at a full 100%. Prefer no wires? The 50-watt wireless charging will fill that massive 7,000 milliamp hour tank completely in just 79 minutes. It's amazing because a massive battery like that doesn't actually slow down your day. You are practically never tethered to a wall.
All right, let's slow it down for Section 3. A masterclass in photography, the Ricoh camera system.
Only authenticity has the power to move the soul. Now, that's not just some flashy marketing tagline. It's actually the fundamental philosophy behind Realme's partnership with the legendary camera brand Ricoh GR. They set out to make the GT8 Pro your third eye for documenting life, drawing on nearly 30 years of Ricoh's iconic street photography heritage.
So the real question is how they actually achieve this level of authenticity. Think about your standard AI smartphone cameras for a second. They usually give us these heavily processed, unnatural, almost plasticky-looking photos, right? Well, Realme's intuitive algorithm engine, developed through in-depth joint tuning with Ricoh, does the exact opposite. Their goal was to completely eliminate algorithmic artificiality. That means low sharpening, low smearing, and low AI generation. It is a massive, massive commitment to a clean, natural, straight-out-of-the-camera look.
And this whole philosophy extends directly to the film tones. Because tone isn't just a filter here, it tells the emotion of the story. The digital core is designed to replicate a true analog film soul. You've got the positive film for that rich, story-driven texture that's absolutely perfect for cafes and twilight. The negative film offers this soft desaturation for a fresh, muted atmosphere. High contrast black and white creates striking monochrome images for street light and architecture. Standard balances color and texture perfectly, and monotone focuses on delicate grayscale transitions. It's all about giving you the tools to express your personality effortlessly.
Breaking down the actual physical lens hardware, we're looking at a flagship quad camera setup. The absolute star of the show here is the 200-megapixel ultra-clarity telephoto camera. It features a massive 1/1.56-inch sensor, which is literally main camera level size, but on a periscope telephoto lens. This means you can zoom in 3x, 6x, or even 12x, and bring distant subjects into ultra-sharp, stunning focus without losing that essential clarity. You also have a 50-megapixel ultra-wide for expansive fields of view, a 32-megapixel front camera, and of course the Ricoh Griar main camera with its advanced anti-reflection coatings.
Now for the true street photographers out there, Snap Focus Mode is a total game changer. It uses the classic 28mm and 40mm focal lengths. What's really brilliant about this feature is that you set a fixed focusing distance beforehand. So when you see a fleeting moment, you just press the shutter. There's no waiting for autofocus, no frantically tapping the screen, just instant capture. It brings the pure, joyful shooting experience of a classic street camera right to your phone.
Okay, let's jump to Section 4. Display, Design, and UI Immersive Interaction.
All right, we're bringing back this huge number, 7,000, but this time we aren't talking about the battery at all. No, we're talking about the staggering 7,000 nit peak brightness of the 2K Hyperglow display. This OLED anti-glare screen is ultra clear, it's ultra fluid with its 144 Hz gaming refresh rate, and it is just unbelievably bright. Whether you are gaming in direct sunlight or reviewing your street photography outdoors, you will never, ever struggle to see your screen perfectly.
What's really surprising to me is that this device is every bit as durable as it is sleek. You've got IP69, 68, and 66 dust and water resistance, all paired up with Gorilla Glass 7i. It features this really unique paper-like leather made from recycled plastics and paper that is somehow lighter and more wear-resistant than traditional vegan leather. And despite packing in a 7K Ultimate VC cooling system with maximum coverage, it maintains this highly ergonomic 214-gram flat-screen design that just feels incredible to hold.
And tying all this phenomenal hardware together is Realme UI 7.0. It's built entirely around this airy, tactile aesthetic, from clear light glass soft blur layers to these visually deep ice cube icons. And with neat little touches like the frosted misty glass control center, it makes the software feel every bit as fluid and premium as the physical phone itself.
And finally, Section 5. The F1 Dream Edition, race your own way. When Lime Essence meets Aston Martin Green, the result is just a striking visual tribute to over 6 decades of endurance racing pedigree, built directly into the phone's back cover. The racing-grade metallic paint finish makes it clearer, longer-lasting, and undeniably premium. It really is like holding a piece of motorsport history right in the palm of your hand.
But you know, the exclusivity goes way beyond just the paint job. Physically, you've got a customized camera deco, this iconic silver emblem, and a super sleek aerodynamic flowlines design. Digitally, you get exclusive F1 UI watermarks for all your photos. And the unboxing? Wow, it is a true pit stop experience. It comes in this co-branded gift box, complete with an incredibly cool F1 car-shaped SIM ejector pen.
So as we wrap up today's explainer, I want you to look at whatever device is currently sitting in your hand and ask yourself, does your smartphone have racing DNA? The Realme GT8 Pro completely proves that you don't actually have to compromise between the extreme power of a motorsport engine and the soulful precision of a legacy camera. It truly is a marvel at the intersection of high-end motorsport and everyday mobile technology. Thanks so much for joining me to explore it, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.